Hi everybody, Colin here from the Gallant Few podcast, giving you the post-match reaction for Rangers 3, Queen of the South 1 and Premier Sports League Cup, sorry. It changes name that often, it's hard to keep up, but the League Cup as we all know it. And this is going to be a night to forget, really. I find the game tonight will best be described as a tricky quiz question that will come up in a few years' time. When did Robbie Ure get his Rangers debut goal? Who scored in that Dross game where we beat Queen of the South 3-1? It wasn't one to remember, but good to see so many young players get a feature so heavily. Leon King, Adam Devine, Robbie Ure and Charlie McCann and Zach Lovelace and a couple of others coming on as well later in the game. Ryan Jack at centre half, by the way. How many of us can say we've seen Ryan Jack play centre back? There we go. That's probably one of my highlights. The first 15 minutes or so, Rangers did look good, particularly the first 10 minutes. It was wave after wave of an attack. We were quite progressive. We were up for it, and almost the perfect start. Robbie Ure, 10 minutes in, gets his Rangers goal. Fine finish, and at that point I thought we were going to maybe take them for 6 or 7, but it was almost as if Rangers realised, right, this is going to be a bit too easy, so we'll start pissing about. We did start over the next 5-10 minutes start being very loose and slack with the passing. Gave quite a few balls away, and then eventually Fashion Sakala gave the ball away, and Queen of South punished us for it. A very slack pass for the left back area, meant to go back into centre half, and it just gets picked up with Queen of South striker Connolly, I think it was, and a brilliant finish over the head of Alan McGregor, one each. And then it wasn't long after until Rangers go ahead again. Brilliant move down the left hand side. Ridvan Yilmaz, who was quite decent tonight, he was very neat and tidy on the ball, and you can tell he reads a game very well. He runs on with overlap, terrific bit of skill to get to the byline and then cut it back for I think it was Robbie Ure who laid it off to Scott Arfield, who first time finishes past the goalkeeper to make it 2-1. Second half, that's the one time I don't blame the Subway Loyal for heading early. It was a complete non-event, really. Rangers didn't really look too urgent, because I think they knew that they didn't necessarily have to go and get a third or fourth, because it was very unlikely that Queen of South were going to pull one back. But eventually we did get the third goal. Scott Arfield again, running on to a terrific wee backheel pass for Charlie McCann. Good to see him get minutes, and another first time finish past the goalkeeper. What can I say? There's so many changes. There's not very many players who started tonight are going to feature on Saturday. I think we knew that after Saturday just there's going to be a lot of changes, and the team that started on Saturday will more or less be the team who will start against Celtic on this coming Saturday. We'll maybe see Scott Wright drop out for Davis, Kamara or Arfield. Other than that, not very many are going to be in contention for the start. Highlight for tonight is seeing so many young players get a run out. I thought Adam Devine was really good in the first half. Good to see Robbie Ure get his goal. He was quiet later on, but the important thing is he took his chance, and Zach Lovelace looked quite lively as well. Leon King, biggest compliment I can pay him is he didn't look one of the youth players stepping up. He just looked as if he was one of the regular stalwarts of the first team. He didn't look out of place at all, and barring one loose spell in possession where he did get the ball taken off him in the second half, I don't think he done much wrong. He was my man in the match tonight. We'll be back on Thursday night with the build up to this week's Old Firm, and hopefully discussing some new Rangers signings. If not, we've got this game to try and dissect, but I won't blame you if you're not looking, if that's not selling you on Thursday night's podcast. So here's hoping Rangers maybe sign Cristiano Ronaldo or Ross Barkley to give us a bigger talking point. Until then, enjoy the rest of your midweek. We are the people.